Hey guys, welcome. How's it going? Happy Wednesday to you. Hopefully you had an awesome hump day. My day was all right, even though it rained again today. We've gotten so much rain here in the southeast over the last 3 months, probably. I need to look at the let me get the volume here. At the we've probably set some records. It's probably a good thing also that we had a pretty mild winter, all things considered. Chrissy, thank you for the host. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for being awesome. I just saw your comment on the resub from last night, so thank you very much again for that. Okay, let's see. I think we are near the end. I'm getting that distinct feeling that we're supposed to be confronting Rockwell. Excuse me, at this point. And I think this might be it, actually. So the plan for the night is, assuming that we do finish the game in the 3 hours that we have on the schedule, what we're going to do, confront the chairman. What the plan is, once we finish, we'll do let the credits roll and all the stuff that we normally do when we finish a game. I'll give my thoughts on the game and ask the viewers for theirs, that kind of thing. And once those finish, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if this game ends at the end of the story. I'm going to guess it does, rather than just dumping you back out into the world where you can do whatever. What we're going to do is there's a save that I made prior to a decision that I made where somebody died, somebody that you felt like they were important to the story. I made a conversation choice that they did not like at all, and they pulled out their gun and they started shooting me. So of course, we defend ourselves in that situation. We wound up killing that person and all of their guards. So we had a save prior to that. It's not literally right before that decision was made. It's probably 45 minutes worth of gameplay, which we could probably just blitz through to get back to the point where we talk to that person and either agree with them or make another choice so that they don't get mad at us and pull their gun out. The reason I want to do that is because I want to see how much, if any, it affects the story for the rest of the game. And obviously once we get to a certain point in the story, I'm thinking that, we'll be able to tell, this really isn't going to change that much, so we might just
I must confess,
finish it up there. Now, whether we have a chance to do all that tonight, I don't know. So,
oh yes, that's the spot exactly.
Okay, let's see what the journal says. Brave New World. Phineas. Oh, we must do this.
Phineas and Ferb are making a title sequence!
Phineas has been captured and brought to the prison planet of Tartarus, where the board intends to interrogate him. Now it's up to you to infiltrate the prison and rescue Phineas before the board can enact its plans to cull Halcyon's population. Make your way through Tartarus and confront Chairman Rockwell. The thing that I'm not sure of, to be honest, is there have been no boss fights in this game. Now, whether we've been able to potentially talk our way through some of that stuff, I don't know.
I didn't expect you to be so thorough. I am ashamed to admit. Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to
Didn't anybody ever tell you it's rude to leave before the cake's cut?
Misbehave! Uh-oh. Is this our point of no return?
Those board goons kidnapped Mr. Phineas and hauled him away to Tartarus. How are we gonna get him out?
I'm not one for pointless heroism, but the board's gonna be after us next. We gonna finish what we started?
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
Happy almost day. Yes, indeed. Happy hump day.
Good morning.
What do you mean?
I'm
Do you mean to
good.
wish me a
I'm
good
good.
morning, or do you mean that it is a good morning whether I want it or not?
Well, hopefully you want a good morning. Okay, to extract scientists, you need to infiltrate the labyrinth, but what course of action is likely to be this? But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous. We can't abandon Phineas. We have to free him if we've any hope of saving the colony. What's so bad about the labyrinth? Great. Figures I've got to be the one to save the day. Yeah, we can't abandon him. We
I
can't.
am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me.
Oh,
I
that's
know.
not good.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
So
If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while.
We're permanently. All right, we're doing it. Everyone strap in. We'll go eventually, but we'd better prepare. Leave conversation. Crew, what do you think about all this? Let's ask them one more time. They may not have anything else to say. Nyoka hasn't spoken up yet. Sam probably doesn't care.
It's the craziest plan I've ever heard. And I mean that as a compliment.
You didn't hire me to think. And I ain't about to start now. You're my boss. And I'll walk into fire with you.
I think it's insane. But maybe the colony needs a healthy dose of insanity right about now.
I know it's dangerous. And I won't lie and say I'm not scared out of my wits. But I couldn't live with myself if we didn't do something.
You're asking for more than bravery from us, Captain. But there are worse ways to go than dying for a good cause. I'm in.
Let Sam get the grime out. It's what our units do best.
The entire plan is a terrible idea, but I admire your bravado, Captain.
Thank you, Ada.
Which leads me to illogically believe, against the odds, that you will be successful.
All right, we're doing it. Everybody
If we don't
strap
make it,
in.
At least it'll be a great story.
Got my trusty tossball stick. Got my ass-kicking boots. I'm ready, boss.
Outstanding.
You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right?
Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
Command not recognized.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
All right, we don't need a save here. We just got one, so. Yeah, I guess that is your proverbial last point of no return. All right, well, let's see. We'll get a chance to pick our other companion here shortly. What I was thinking about this today at work. You know, one of the things that they've said about this game is you can talk yourself out of a lot of situations just, you know, by talking. And we haven't had a lot of fighting the last few days, so I don't remember how much, if any, buffs we get from our companions. But we may have to keep an eye on that when we pick who we want to go with us on this. There you go. You are about to assault the labyrinth on Tartarus and determine the fate of the Halcyon colony. If there's anything, you want to do before you enter the prison, do it now, before you cross the point of no return. Would you like to continue? Yes. Like to save? Yes. Okay, give us a chance to make one, so.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time. Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684.
Okay.
Resident escapes are as
I
follows:
would call that a successful
0.
prison then.
The interior can be chilly.
Take a
with you,
scarf.
Captain.
Ah.
I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return.
What's the flight star? Is that the that's the thing for Homeland Security, basically, right? God, I forget what they call that. Yeah, I've got that on mine. Yeah. Yep. Fortunately for me, when I got mine renewed, was it 2018, I think? I got mine back then. You leave your captain's ID with me in the event you do not return.
Understood. If you die or are incarcerated for life, I can generate a
I
new
would
ID
prefer
for the
if you
next
return,
captain.
though.
I would prefer if you return, though. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
Ow. How long will that take? Well, of all the places to get arrested. What the hell is with you people and landing violations?
I wager it'll take a bit longer than it takes you to lose your patience and storm out of your ship looking to get shot. To be honest, that'd make my job a lot easier. You come out, we shoot you full of holes, and then everyone goes about their day worry-free. Except you. You'll be dead. All right. I'm feeling generous. I'm transmitting the idea of a productive, law-abiding employee so you can see what one looks like before you die. Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What?
Oh!
Pay no mind to that, just...
The Groundbreaker here to help us?
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance?
I guess we swindled him into sending his ID information, so we're gonna use it, I guess.
What's that?
Do you have a favorite among the crew? It's me, right?
Define favorite.
Someone you like the most or dislike the least.
I see. In that case, my favorite is Sam.
Oh, I should have known.
What do you mean? Do you have any examples of secrets you have kept from me?
Killed your captain. It was an accident. I'm sorry. It's not a false statement. At the very beginning of the game, when Phineas ejects you out an escape pod, when the authorities were looking for him, Hawthorne, who was the previous captain of the Unreliable, was supposed to put down a beacon that my escape pod could home in on and where to land. But apparently Hawthorne didn't put it down. I don't remember the exact event, but he was supposed to put it down and then move away, because that's the exact spot that the escape pod was supposed to land on. But apparently he stood there and the escape pod landed on him and then smushed him. That's why he's dead, and that's why we now have his ship. I'm one of the Lost Hope colonists. The scientist revived me from hibernation. I have a secret phobia. I'm actually afraid of sock puppets. Let's go with this one.
How did he die?
Yeah. Pressed under my escape pod.
I told him not to go because of his head injury. I knew that likely, but I never thought. I need a moment to process this, though I am not certain why, as it does not change the outcome. Thank you for confiding in me, Captain. I have been keeping a secret as well, but you shall have to discern it yourself.
Wow, okay. Let's try that.
I do not like joking about the Captain, Captain. And we both know I am not capable of such a complex emotion. What? No, absolutely not. I have no concept of self whatsoever. Discounting the architecture of a shell persona my captain asked me to construct, I identify entirely as a collection of electrical impulses, with no fundamental consciousness. I never get bored and contemplate hijacking the ship. I swear. How did you guess, Captain? Did Sam tell you? I should have known better than to confide in such a primitive construct in the heat of the moment.
All right, let's go do this. Let's take a look and see. Yeah, we should probably.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Let's do this. Elegant. Just in case. We'll probably make sure everybody has that one. Sam? Oh, Sam does have that one. Interesting. Oh, he doesn't have any. Okay. Let's go back ahead. All right, let's see. Who do we have? Let's look at character skills. It's not going to show us. I mean, if we're out in the field and we have our two companions with it, it will show their buffs on the bottom right here, or bottom middle, I guess. But since they're not technically with me. Persuade is 74 and the mid-50s. Oh. See. Yeah, it doesn't tell me. Oh, here we go. Engineering plus 10. Additional damage. Lord. So I thought got some of that from her. Oh, no. Was lie plus 10. Persuade plus 10. Oh, we just X. Get anything? Anything from Sam in that regard? Intimidate plus 10. All right. I guess it's just not going to matter. All right. We'll just go with what we got. Okay, who we taking? Oh, yes, we should probably... crap. We probably... Yeah, we've got a lot of extra stuff. Alright, let's look at the weapons here. Rifles. Same. Yeah, this is what hoarding will do for you. $523.22. Same. $23,695. Same. Alright, these are the same weapon, but they've got two different types of damage. Like I said, I don't know if it what's going to happen once we finish the story, whether we're dumped back out. Let's see, where is the junk? Junk. Oh man, what are we gonna... wait a minute, we have no way to get rid of this stuff? It's a little odd. Well, we'll do it this way. Okay. Put it somewhere. All right, who are we taking? Who would you like? Sorry. Vicar Max. We have one for Vicar Max. Dun 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 dun. Vicar, all right. Take Vicar Max. Here we go. Okay, so we got that guy's ID. Yeah, see, that is the Groundbreaker. So the Groundbreaker is here. So we should probably... I mean, I think we were on pretty much everybody's good graces. Groundbreaker, right? Yeah, they love me. Sublight is friendly. Alright, should be in good shape. Alright, let's see. I'm guessing we're gonna get the shroud here. Question is, I don't think we're gonna be able to get
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn.
What was that?
The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe.
Oh, we've got friends!
Barnett, open fire!
Well, hey, they're gonna shoot, so I might as well shoot too. We will take ammo.
What was that?
In bits.
Fire! Take him down.
Unless there's some kind of weapon that's...
What was that?
Never anger a man of the cloth.
Oh! Vicar Max just wrecked them.
Everyone all right?
That's only half a pound.
Open fire! Put him down. Unloading. Somebody clean up this mess.
Stay down, Hullhead.
Stay down, Hullhead.
Yeah, me too. When I first heard the Groundbreaker come over the radio, I'm like, oh!
We've got a fight on our hands.
We do. Take all of that.
That's the last of them. Dump the bodies for the rest of the fight. Groundbreaker doesn't need trapped like you.
Okay, so he's... Oh, geez. Confront the chairman. Jeez, he's right there. Retro rockets. Is that like a firework?
Impressive as always.
Take that. Just in case. Mark II. Gee, it's almost like we're preparing for a fight, huh? Man, all the weapon mods, too.
Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
I see a nail! Down they go!
That's the last of them.
You just finish a big fight and they're just standing there looking at me.
Okay, going quiet.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that I've got that skill that allows me to see what's in something that I need to hack before I hack it. Let's check and see. Let's check and see what's up here. Yeah. The more of this stuff I see, the more it makes me think that there's going to be some big boss fight at the end of this. Rotating password list. A list of passwords for something called a RAM. There are 3 columns, but only one is legible. The rest have been scratched out. Today's password from the column is 1-Akande. Okay, what is a RAM, I wonder? Right. Bottle of milk. Yeah, I mean, it's like if you were to escape, where are you gonna go? You know? Unless you steal a ship. Oh, it's just a damn elevator. It's not where he was. Okay.
I call this place the Labyrinth. Perhaps we should all meditate on that as we make our descent.
This might be the loneliest place in the whole system.
Okay. And no more disguises.
Let's look around. There's gotta be a few ways through here.
Got a promotion coming. I can feel it.
Sublight has arrived. Hey, kid.
Woohoo!
A little bird told me you
Lilia!
could use our help. I said I owed you one, and I always pay my debts. We're not about to leave our favorite vice president hung out to dry, are we?
This is awesome. I was not expecting this at all.
Lilia sent you.
Tell him Lilia sent you.
Now.
Oh, wow. I didn't see that until it was too late. I was just getting ready to hit the bumper. Now, where's it going to put me back to? Let's try this side this time.
Sublight has arrived. Hey, kid. A little bird told me you could use our help. I said I owed you one, and I always pay my debts. We're not about to leave our favorite.
Wow, we didn't say anything that time. I found a nail!
That's the last of them.
Salvage the gear. Dump the body.
Well, I mean, those were... We're gonna have folks from Edgewater come help us too.
I'll take your confession now. Leave them to me. May you find peace in death.
Wait a minute, Sublight? Did she kill somebody by accident? Did they? One of my companions? Probably doesn't matter a whole lot at this point. They're already here.
Everyone all right?
I wish I could do that.
Excuse me, coming through. Deadeye assault rifle, that's what I have, but doubt that it's... We need a bench anyway. Get it upgraded to where I have the one that I have now. Plus get all the mods and stuff to make it equal.
Oh, we got a host. Welcome, everyone.
Thank you, Misbehave. Thank you for the host. Thank you, thank you. Bracelet. It doesn't weigh very much. That's fine, no worries. Not a problem. Where did that guy go? Yeah, see, apparently like Thug Light. Sublight. Maybe I'll just let them do all the shooting. At least all the shooting that they're willing. Uh-oh. Who is this poor sap?
Great work.
I've had quite enough of you!
You got it, Captain!
Nice one, Captain!
Oh, don't shoot. No, 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 don't shoot me. Why are they... Oh, man. Didn't...
Careful, you're hurt.
Damn it. What? I mean, I did shoot the one guy by accident. Wouldn't think that that would have been enough. But when I was walking out, he was walking towards me and he was shooting at me for some reason. Hell are we? Maybe we should just go on up there. Just stop bothering with all this crap. I mean, I'm sure we've got enough ammo for the rest of 5,000 freaking rounds. Take that just in case.
Nicely done.
Maybe I'll just make a save this time. Just in case. Let's see if we can get them to
On my way.
take care of these guys without us getting involved.
Well done. We're still alive.
Oh, man, somebody's getting abused back there.
Your life was merely an illusion anyway.
Alright, let's see. Use the terminal. Ooh, hack. Armory. Ooh, man. Access to the armory. Let's grab a save here.
Okay, keep it quiet.
There's our vending machines. And a workbench. Alright, let's see. Tinker. Man, we can really upgrade this thing. Okay. Let's see, what about... 322. Wow, 11,000 for that weapon. Got a feeling we probably won't need it indoors. Let's see, my armor. Or 24 for Parvati. Oh man, he needs a little bit of upgrading here. see, it's like I'm not gonna drop my stats. Type. Unless I'm just completely misreading all of that. Hey, wait. Fine. I mean, we got how many? 215 pulls on the inhaler. Didn't need to buy any of that. More shunts or mag picks. Just spent money to upgrade those things. I'm not gonna buy. I'm not gonna buy a replacement. All right, let's go with what we got. Uh-oh, transition to the pit. Okay, and what is this? It hasn't seemed like much of a labyrinth yet. Heck. Make sure I didn't have any channel points things to do, but I guess you guys are all saving it up for my beard. Okay. Yeah, I figured as much, because ever since I put those on there, the the redemptions of stuff have pretty much, not completely, but pretty much dried up. Shit, I didn't look to see if there was a lift. Okay. All right, so yeah, that's what the shroud does, right? It just makes you look like whatever Essentially whatever you need it to look like.
I've had quite enough of you!
Got a promotion coming. I can feel it.
Like everybody thinks they've got a promotion coming in this game. Get over there. Got this one dude here.
Let's go, troops. Stellar base counting on
Woohoo, Zora! The iconoclasts are here. Oh, there's the band noise too. This is great. I love this.
Trouble incoming, Captain.
Alright, we only need to get over to the left. Like these guys over here are completely oblivious until somebody shoots at them. Okay. Wrecked him.
Here's a little trick I learned in prison. May you find peace in death. Everyone all right? I'll take your confession now.
He's gonna shoot right through those oh! Right through the containers.
Here goes nothing.
Alright, we didn't get lucky on our...
Captain, you're wounded.
Max has eyes in the back of his head too. Oh, sorry.
Never anger a man of the cloth.
Oh! Barbody stole his kill. Do not disturb when the lights are on. Is it? Of course not. Oh, I wonder if that's the room that he made the videos from. Lots of notes on the wall. Messages, security terminal. Cameras. Jim. I'm trying to get straight with Akande's orders. Only a few things more from my end, but I don't know what we'll do about cameras. She says security footage isn't enough. They want proper reels? What's going on? W. She's bringing in a VIP for internment. Security is ramping up too. Sorry for the inconvenience. It's a fine mess down here. Said something about recording an announcement. They're all overly excited. It's hush-hush. But I guess this VIP's been on the run for a while. I bet the engineers have a few cameras. I'll see if I can track some down. Cameras. Jim, appreciate it. I know her. We miss a check on that list. It's our heads. We have no idea how tough it was getting a fucking green tarp. Green screen. Okay. Another lift. Seems to be straightforward. Oh, who do we have this time? We have more Azoras, folks. Ready then. We're just gonna leave. We're gonna leave.
All right, MSI.
Sanjar!
Speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight.
He's such a wuss.
Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
Alright, he's dead, so we get it refilled. MSI trooper.
It's about a blasted lab coat. Fugitive's a fugitive. Let it go. Huh?
Excuse me, pardon me. Nothing to see here.
I'm reloading.
What? Something.
We're really doing this, huh?
Everything in my life has been leading up to this point. I am, I believe I'm ready for this.
After all you've done, all the work you've destroyed, all the money you've cost me.
There's Phineas in the bottom
Your
right.
misguided crusade has doomed Halcyon.
Just rooting out corruption one idiot at a time. Alright, so he's literally standing right in front of Phineas.
That crackpot's plan is ludicrous. We have steps, action items, budgets, and reports. All he's got is a guilty conscience and lofty dreams. In any other circumstance, I'd admire your boldness. In this one, however, I have only 2 words for you. Fuck off. No call for you.
Uh-oh, he used the B word.
Bitch.
Oh, dude.
Sophia should be the one wasting her time with you, but you killed her. I'll have you hanged, quartered, bankrupted. Thankfully, you're in a prison already. Find the nearest cell and wait until I'm done here. Then I'll drag you to the executioner myself.
What he just said there makes me wonder if she was still alive, she would be the one that we're talking to here instead of him. But because we killed her, he's here.
Is that what you think you're doing? This path of wanton societal disruption? You call that being a savior? I call it sabotage. You know what saboteurs get, Captain? Summary executions. In the next room is the finest automechanical purveyor of death ever made.
There's
Try
our
not to
boss.
scratch the paint with your skull. It was fucking expensive.
I'll be there before you know it. I'm sure we can talk about this. Here's where our speech checks are going to come into play, I betcha.
Absolutely not. Akande was always the sociable one, not me. Need I repeat the magic 2 words?
Okay, so that also makes me wonder that if she is there instead of him, that we can talk our way through, or talk our way out of whatever that automechanical is. In the next room? Yes, please. Ice cream. Dum 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 dum. Bum. You guys ready? You guys ready to do this? Vicar?
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged. What's occupying your thoughts?
That Chief Junlei sure seems well, huh?
Hey, she came to help us too. Alright, let's do this. Guessing this is it. Right there.
You're a deft hand with a mag pick.
Ooh. Shock Cannon Ultra.
Dang, that's impressive.
Oh, nice. I wonder if this is going to work. Labyrinth Automechanical Terminal. Riot Automechanical. There's your RAM that we saw the password thingy for earlier. UDL is not responsible for lethal force dispensed by the RAM unit. If the automechanicals in this area need maintenance or updated security protocols, please consult your nearest security engineer. Hack 90. Let's try this. Designate RAM as a hostile intruder. Deploying suppression unit. hibernation chamber key. This opens the exit to the experimental hibernation chamber. Opulence even in a maximum security prison. / hibernation facility.
Seems it's up to me to save Halcyon after all.
Oh my God, Vicar. Holy crap. You literally blew his head off. Wow. Well, it's still there.
Get me out of here!
Phineas and Ferb are making a title sequence!
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You lunatic. You broke into the board's own fortress and killed the chairman just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
Do you have any idea how much trouble I went through to save you? I mean, any of these are appropriate. I mean, we were on his side the whole time, so...
I know, my friend, I know. And now it's finally over. The board's finished. It's only a matter of time before the entire system slips from their grasp. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish.
Let's resuscitate everybody.
You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
Great, and I was about to pop open some drinks and celebrate. All right, give me the bad news.
Earth has gone dark.
What?
We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
Earth is only an idea to us. But that idea is the bedrock the colony is built upon. If people were to find out it's gone dark,
Teeny Guns
the
play. How you
shock
doing?
could be too
Welcome.
much to bear.
I don't want to imagine what'll happen once news gets out. Let's just keep this between us for now.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
Let's see. Wait, hold on. I need to ask you something.
Yes, certainly. I'll help however I can.
Thank you, Misbehave, for that clip. Okay. Oh, yeah. We found out what he did finally to have the board put a bounty on his head.
I wasn't trying to hide the truth from you, but after all you've done, I owe you an explanation. Yes, I experimented on the Hope's colonists. Each of my experiments ended in catastrophic failure. Each of my subjects died in agony. You are my first and only success. I didn't tell you about the others because I didn't want to burden you. My failures are my own to bear, not yours. Thank you. Perhaps in time I'll learn to forgive myself. My apologies. I need to get a hold of myself. We've far more pressing issues to worry about right now. If you have any more questions, ask me. I'll answer as best I can. You might have heard of the Earth Directorate's frigate. Half the colony's entire military was on that ship. They were returning to Earth when they vanished without a trace. That was 2 years ago. We haven't heard a word from them since. Whatever happened to Earth likely happened to them.
They have mentioned that there is supposed to be DLC for this. I haven't seen anything at all about what it could be or when it could be released. I mean, the game's been out for how long now? Like 4 months? Something like that?
I don't know what happened, but something must have gone horribly wrong. I don't know why Earth's gone silent. I don't even know if Earth exists anymore. We have no connection back to Earth, and return is likely impossible. We're completely alone out here. Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
Starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time.
Yep.
We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
I'm the only confident person left. I'm gonna do what I've always done, whatever I want, all the time. You can count on me. I'll help you revive the other colonists.
When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
Is that it?
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment she landed in Emerald Vale, her actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Bolstered by her status as savior of humanity, Lilia Hagen ushered Sublight Salvage to a new golden age. Her company grew bolder and more transparent over time, muddying the line between lawful and criminal for the entire colony. The Sublight family would thrive. The crime boss. The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide McDevitt's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away and likely died of starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town. Adelaide McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse. A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists. It is unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests her work may have bought Halcyon another few years of survival. Adelaide would never know. She died that winter. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs.
Some even had to get jobs.
It was a dark time indeed. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Untitled, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name, and in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past, and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you? The unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon.
What about me?
Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
There we go. That's it. Excellent. Very excellent. That was a lot of fun. That was really good. And I'm kicking myself for letting it fall off the map for 2 months or whatever it was. 3 months almost. Alright, so we've got an hour and a half to do it as much as we can with the other save, if it even makes a difference at all. I'm guessing those couple of points that I mentioned near the end would probably be the only difference, but But yeah, really good story. It took some turns that I completely was not expecting. I don't think it ever crashed. So from a technical perspective, very solid. Music is good. Visuals were good too. Very funny in places as well. The guns felt good. The companion abilities were good, even though I think, and this is a problem with a lot of games, right? Some of the NPC comments and things that they say, you know, they're only like, what, maybe 5 or 6 of those, and you heard a lot of them repeated over and over. The more you use those specials or whatever, I forget what they call them, but Showtime, I think. But yeah, this is really good. I really liked the way that they did the skills. You first have to get the group up to 50, and then once you get the group up to 50, then you can do the individual stats within that group by themselves, however you wanted to do them. So you could, God, there could be so many combinations, possibilities for speccing your character. Plus, you know, they obviously gave you the respec station too on the ship, so if you screwed something up, then you got a chance to fix it. Oh my God, development babies, Patrick Stewart. Ashley Birch, Arvadi Holcomb. Deborah Wilson, Sophia Akande. Assuming it's the same Deborah Wilson. She did Seer in Jedi Fallen Order. She was also in Call of Duty. So I'm going to get, well, I don't know. I'm going to guess that that's probably the end of the game. There's probably not going to be anything to go back and do. We'll find out, I guess. But I'll have I'll have to look and see if there's any more information about the DLC. When, where, what, that kind of stuff. Let's see. See if we can find something real quick while we wait for those to finish. Okay, according to this article, Games Radar website, getting story content sometime this year. Don't currently know details about the DLC other than the fact that it'll focus on expanding the story. Wow, it's also supposed to be coming to Switch apparently. Of course, a lot of things are coming to Switch. Here's another article on, this one's on Polygon. Details will be made available at a later date. No time window was mentioned, but the Outer Worlds will be launching on Nintendo Switch sometime before March 31st. They better hurry up. Or perhaps this arrives around that time too. That would be nice. Be great. You get the Switch version and DLC right about the same time. Okay. Alright. I don't see anything. I don't see anything any newer than that. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, and I've been mentioning this for a couple of days now, once we get back to control, once we figure out what it's going to do with us, we'll reload the previous save that we had prior to that conversation with Adjutant Akande and make our way back to her and see if not killing her makes any significant difference for the rest of the game. I would imagine probably not that much, but I would like to know. Okay, what's it gonna do? I would imagine it, well, I don't know. Let's see what it does. May put us right before the door with the chairman. No, it's right there. He did. Okay. All right, let's find that save. So the last one that we had prior to her dying, yeah, you see there on the playtime, it looks like about a 47-minute difference to get to that point. And we did have some conversation with her before the decision. She made the decision based on our responses to shoot us. Plus the video of the chairman, you know, the outtakes or whatever. But a lot of, you know, there won't be any more, you know, exploring or anything like that. We'll just try and rip through it as fast as we can. Okay, have fun with the kitties. Okay. Oh my God, she's still alive. Okay, up. We probably, I'm serious, but there's no way we'll be able to get through the rest of the game from here tonight, so we may pick that back up next. See, the next stream after tonight will be Monday.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
All right, let's see. Arc. Yeah, so we've got Olympus as a potential place to go to. We've got Eridanos and Hephaestus and Typhon. So those are potential places for DLC. Let's go to Fallbrook.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
Oh, that's right, because we had Nyoka. We'll just keep Nyoka for now. Should be able to travel back to Devil's Peak as soon as we get there. Okay. Get my bearings here. Left, go up the stairs.
So much for peace and quiet. Would it kill the universe to cut me some slack? And I don't see an Insta-coffee in your hand.
Yep,
allow me to assure you that I know absolutely nothing about any allegedly illegal broadcasts. Surely the board is aware of that. They must know I'd never involved myself in such despicable activities. There's utterly no reason to arrest anyone in this broadcast station, let alone me. In fact, you're doing me a favor by helping me disable any alleged such broadcasts, if they exist. You could do me another favor by mentioning my loyalty to the board in your report.
I don't think this fella's entirely on the level.
Hiram, you have to be the slimiest, most two-faced man I've ever called a friend.
Oh, you called us friends. I'm not sure whether to be touched or insulted by that. Look, you never met a man more willing to work with the board than me. I know we can come to an agreement, please. Sophia does? What sort of an amount are we intimating here? Never mind. The details are of no matter.
All about the scratch.
I'm happy to help the board in any way I can, for so long as they consider me a friend. And as you've already shut down the transmission from Amber Heights and Stellar Bay, you've effectively ended all unregulated chatter on the planet. I suppose it won't kill me to work under Sophia. I am on familiar terms with her from a, let's call it a past contract job. As I am now inextricably in the board's service, I'd say we're done here. Unless, of course, you require anything further. Give my regards to Sophia, won't you?
Oh, nice. Maybe this is, just take us right back there. Okay. Let's travel out. Maybe. Already did that part. All right. Ship. We came in Fallbrook.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship. We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Let's keep Nyoka.
Something you need?
You know, I'd been assuming this entire stay on your ship thing isn't a permanent arrangement. Part of my contract? That said, you ain't been eaten or shot to death yet. Says a lot about the stability of your future. And to be honest, I'm about sick of sleeping on bar stools. So how's about this? You keep letting me stay on that ship of yours,
oh,
I'll
wow.
keep shooting at the things you point at.
We didn't get this earlier until we were literally at the point of no return. Maybe we just didn't talk to her. To get that.
I've just finished reading a report of your work on Monarch. The broadcasts have been silenced at last.
Okay, no, that's fine. Perfectly
Grant
fine.
Bryant was a
Get your
madman,
rest.
a narcissist, and
We'll see you guys
exceedingly
on
dangerous.
Monday, I guess, or mix it up
Colony is
Monday.
safer without him. And you brokered an alliance with the broker himself. Hiram Blythe is a valuable asset. Well done.
Well done.
Your work is exemplary. You've earned a place in the chairman's inner circle. Congratulations.
Thank you. I hope so.
Order.
They don't cancel it for freaking coronavirus. Okay, let's see what happens now.
Now we introduce you to
Oh,
the
we get to
chairman's
watch
plan.
that video one more
Turn your eyes to the
time.
screen.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition.
Slowly stop
But
living.
we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
Halcyon is on the verge of a total systems collapse. The truth is ugly and difficult to accept, but we must accept the truth before we can move forward. Malnutrition is already a problem. Disease will come next, followed by starvation, followed by a breakdown of society, followed by extinction. I know this must come as a surprise to you. I imagine you have questions.
Is that why we were suffering plague in Edgewater? Malnutrition? All those folks sick and dying, and you knew why the whole time?
Yes, Miss Holcomb, we knew why. We've known for some time that Edgewater was dying. The colony itself is dying. The suffering you experienced in Edgewater, the disease, the starvation, will soon spread across Halcyon unless we act.
Guess Monarch folk ain't the only ones fucked around here. That ain't exactly an uplifting thought.
I know your face. Stellar Bay's most infamous hunter. How curious that you've thrown your lot in with the captain. Monarch may harbor delusions of independence, but make no mistake. You are a part of our colony. If we fall, Monarch falls with us. I won't pretend the truth isn't damning. Yes, the colony is on the verge of collapse, but there is a way to save it. We need to talk about Emerald Vale. Thanks to your meddling, Edgewater is without power. Operations have ground to a halt. You've left us with a useless town draining our resources. Edgewater needs to go. I want you to wipe the town out. No survivors.
I will hunt beasts until I'm out of ammunition, and then I'll fight a good long while after. But I am not about to mow down a crowd of innocent people.
Then I suggest you find your courage. Or pretend you're hunting beasts.
You're a monster.
Someone has to be. Now is not the time for half measures, Captain. I need a decision from you.
Yeah, see, this is where we started to basically tell her, you know, what Rockwell was telling us, you know, F you. All right.
I won't. You're better than this, Captain. You have to be. Don't make me choose between you and Edgewater, Captain. Between you and my people.
Oh, man,
please.
This breaks my heart.
I'm glad you can keep control over your associates. Edgewater is beyond saving. We're going to have to erase the town, but we're going to do it systematically. You were in the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. Do you remember what you discovered there?
Yeah, so basically, yeah.
There was an accident at the Emerald Vale geothermal plant many years ago. Automechanicals turned hostile and slaughtered the plant's workers. Tragic, really. In fact, Spacer's Choice manufactured the incident for an insurance claim. They outfitted their mechanicals with a termination protocol, which is exactly what we need.
So is that what they're going to use to wipe out the colony?
I'm arranging for a delivery of mechanicals to Edgewater. These mechanicals have been equipped with the same termination protocol, which must be activated from a terminal in the plant. Once the mechanicals are finished cleaning out Edgewater, I'll need you to go in and clean out the mechanicals. Understand?
Wow.
I would never ask you to walk into Edgewater and slaughter everyone with your own two hands.
My God.
We're
not savages.
One last
Right.
thing. Spacer's Choice sent a team of soldiers to investigate your little misadventure in the geothermal plant. Tread lightly. Report back to me when the job's done.
Ooh. Wow. We'll go ahead and grab another save here. This is, ugh. I guess this would be your Lola playthrough right here. Oh crap, I went to the wrong. Again. Why did they have to make the lifts like that?
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
Yoka is drunk. Surprise!
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
This is going to be the one time that I will not take her with me. And it breaks my freaking heart to do it, too. Not going to take Vicar Max either. Okay, so yeah, that decision, at least at this point, I don't know how it's going to affect the end of the game, but it's already affected it quite a bit.
I've done plenty of smuggling runs, but this thing with the chemicals is bold.
Wowzers.
Describe the nature of the accident. Let's say catastrophic mechanical fail. It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. This area is currently experiencing a surprise audit. Turn around and head back to your designated workplace or domicile. Damn it. You're with our claims department, right? I told those idiots to call me the moment you landed. Don't let me get in your way. Go on through.
I'll run the termination protocol. Okay, deal with the auto mechanicals in Edgewater. Right. Yeah, there's no way I was going to bring Parvati for this. Ellie and Nyoko are probably the two best choices. Yeah. Okay, now we get to go all the way back to Sophia. Go ahead and loot bodies real quick. Constable Reyes. Here, I think. Back door down by the landing pads. Yep. Excuse me.
So then I told him, oh, ha ha ha. We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Status report. 13.
I'll lock up behind you.
Alright, I guess we can... Any preferences on number 2? We can take Parvati again now, I guess. The robot, Sam. Yeah, I guess we probably could have taken Sam with us to Edgewater too, right? He's not going to care. He doesn't have feelings. Of course, I could have done it myself. Also, I could have just not taken anybody with me.
Every SAM unit comes lean, mean, and ready to clean.
Oh, will she have anything to say?
Yeah, huh?
Oh, I guess not. Okay. Would have thought she would have.
I've just been informed that the problem of Edgewater has been permanently resolved.
Oh, man. Nobody's gonna miss that.
You should be proud of yourself, Captain. You're on the verge of making history. There's just one last job I need you to do for me. I've made arrangements for you to journey to the Hope. You will board your former colony ship, reactivate its navigation systems, and skip the colony ship into orbit around Tartarus. Once the Hope is in position, we will have everything we need to begin healing the colony. I have the highest faith in your abilities, Captain. You and I are going to save Halcyon together.
Right.
Captain Hawthorne never worked to support the board before.
Yeah, she's okay. Do this part again. But at least we know where everything is now, right? Plus, we don't need to read the lore. We've already done all of that.
I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive. When I was stranded in Emerald Vale, I simulated a number of hypothetical scenarios in which Edgewater met its demise. Death by automechanical was number 57.
Since we just got Sam, we'll keep him for now. Plus, we got a lot of auto mechanicals to deal with too, right? So. Okay, so we know we need to talk to the guy out front because he's the one that gives us the uniforms for the disguises.
That ought to do her, Captain.
Oh, we don't need it, right? Because we're in good with, well, maybe we do. Let's see.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Good
Ms.
with the
Akande
board.
messaged ahead. I wish this place were in better condition for you, but we're in a bit of a bind. Seems the damn auto mechanicals think we're intruders. Do I look like an engineer? Alls I know is they're shooting anyone who ain't Hope Crew. We shut off the main power, so they're disabled for now. If you go hooking your ship up, I suspect they'll recharge. And that means trigger-happy auto mechanicals. I'm not going to get in your way, but I'm also not going to send more of my staff to their deaths.
ID card. Yeah, we know where, I think we know where they are.
We tried that. Didn't work. Something about our faces not matching up. We stored what cards we could find in the badge station to my right, but it's locked off. Can't just hand over Hope property. Sorry. I'd heard rumors, but I never thought. So you're, what, 70-something years old?
Not quite.
All right. I'll have someone open the door for you. Good luck.
Does she look like she's 70? Okay. Oh. Let's see, where was it? I know there's one across the hall.
Dang, that's impressive.
Oh.
Left hands, Cap.
There's also one down by the terminal there that we need to go to anyway, so it's on a table.
Muting volume now.
Can you hear me, Captain? I have...
Look out!
Sterling is this unit's middle name. Sanitation and maintenance job fulfilled.
If there was anything on here. Just more of the conversations that the crew were having when they realized they were basically screwed.
Reminder.
It's amazing how fast you can play through things if you know what to expect.
To wake him.
Alright, comms, patch Ada through.
Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do. Are you sure?
Ready to skip.
And also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain? Improved?
Skip.
Jump starting the skip.
The Tartarus.
I mean,
do it.
Skipping the Hope in 3, 2, 1.
The cutscene.
Does your captain seriously intend to do a micro jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends. Yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now.
There's the cutscene. Engage. Number 1.
Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Tartarus's orbit. The board has initiated contact. I believe they're eager to speak with you once you've returned to the ship.
Oh. I feel like I've been turned inside out. Let's not do that again.
Error. Hope crew data not error. This unit is error.
Just said error twice. thinking about if we wanna change anybody that we go to go to Tartarus with.
You have a message from Adjutant Sophia. Captain, you have an incoming transmission from Tartarus.
Attention, Captain of the Unreliable. This is Chairman Rockwell. I'm on Tartarus.
Didn't she say Akande?
We need your help. Thanks to your intelligence, we successfully captured Phineas, but he's somehow turned the tables on us. That crackpot scientist has caused a riot among the prisoners and unpaid laborers. It's a law-damned bloodbath down here. As if that weren't enough, he's gone and taken Sophia hostage. I'm not gonna mince words. The situation is dire. I need your help. I don't know. They're in the pits somewhere. Well, you'll see for yourself when you get here.
Oh no. We need her for the lifetime employment program.
Among other things, we can't run this place without her, Captain. He lost his mind years ago. Do you have any idea how many Hope colonists he's killed for the sake of his science experiments? Make haste, Captain. We're losing men by the... Oh, fuck. Fuck! They're at the door! I need to hide. Hurry!
Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
Should have known Wells wouldn't go meekly to his doom. We've assisted the board's efforts to enforce order on Halcyon this far. Shall we finish what we started?
Could be a trap. Easiest way for them to stiff us is to lock us away forever.
Captain, your service to the board has been invaluable. If you wish to claim your rightful place in Byzantium, you must help them crush the riots in the labyrinth.
Yeah, when all this is over. What are the odds we get stabbed in the back?
Don't take it personal. That's just a Tuesday for the board.
If they offer us a retirement plan, we'll know they've reneged on their deal. Otherwise, I'm keeping good faith.
Hey, don't look at me. You already know what I think about the board.
It is too late to cancel that action.
Whatever may await you, it's best not to dock at the prison until you're sure you've settled your affairs and closed out any unfinished business. Waiting on your command, Captain.
Point of no return. Again. We've already been here once tonight. We're gonna do it again. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Captain, I am pleased to inform you that we have successfully landed on Tartarus. Please be advised that electrical storm... Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the
this guy
Stocking
again.
Authority now.
You're the backup, right? From Akande? Thank the law you're here. These bloodthirsty sprat bags have no respect for the law. We're pinned down.
You mean to tell me that rioting prisoners don't respect your
I
authority?
don't understand either. It's not like I tortured them or anything. That was somebody else's job. You've got to help us. Please, kill them. Summary justice for the whole lot. Their biometric ID? I could transmit it. But that'd be against Protocol H927G.
Oh my
If anyone
god,
found out,
this guy.
I'd get thrown into a cell right alongside these damn prisoners. I'm never supposed to violate protocol. Never. All right. But if anyone gets on my case about this, I'm sending them straight to you. Got it? There. Data transmitted. Hope this disguise of yours works. Tartarus security out. Hang on. Is that another ship coming in?
Groundbreaker.
I think that's from the Groundbreaker.
Crikey.
Did that Tennyson woman really send reinforcements? Between you and the Mardettes, we may be able to retake the docks. Good luck out there, Captain.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance? I'll be here.
That's Cora's line. Can't steal Cora's line. Alright, any changes? We keep Sam and Parvati? We should keep Parvati regardless. I think we could go Vicar Max again. Zeke kicked ass first time. Literally blew Chairman Rockwell's head off. Got about 30 minutes left. I think we probably get through the rest of it in 30 minutes. Since we know what to do. Let's see. Let's pick go with Nyoka this time. Felix? Alright, we can do Felix. Just in time.
Did right by us
What was that
once.
noise?
Now it's our
What was that?
Forward for Groundbreaker.
What's that noise?
Groundbreaker, take him down!
Somebody toss this garbage off the airlock.
What was that?
Looking sharp.
Heading back.
Oh, that's right. We're prisoners. We weren't prisoners the first time.
Security. The bars when it's got a storm like that guarding the gates.
They say nobody's ever broken out of the labyrinth. Didn't say nothing about breaking in, though. What do you need?
Oh yeah, he doesn't like the board at all.
I don't know how we're ever gonna see eye to eye, long as you're working for the board. Why? You got a ship. You got the run of the colony. So tell me why you're bending a knee in front of the adjutant. I ain't asking you to do anything for me. I'm asking you to do the right thing. And if you can't, then we're not gonna be on good terms. Never mind. Let's just move on.
Why would he even go along with
Lead the way,
this?
boss. I got your back.
Sublight has arrived. Hey, kid. A little bird told me you could use our help. I said I owed you one, and I always pay my debts. We're not about to leave our favorite vice president hung out to dry, are we, contractors? Go bust some heads, and tell him Lillian sent you.
I'm going in!
Felix, what's happening to your face? Alright, let's get down here before they start shooting at us. Although we haven't been antagonistic towards anybody. don't think there was anything in here other than the machines. Most of this we should be able to get through unless we need to kill somebody to reset the mask or the disguise.
You want some of this?
Run for your lives!
Let's go, troops. Stellar Base counting on us. Take cover! I'll fix you right up!
Out of my way!
Ah. Oh, man.
Looking sharp.
Let's go, troops. Stellar Base counting on us.
What the?
There we go. Wait for those guys.
Getting behind cover! I'll take this one!
I come!
Nice kick.
Heads up, jackass!
Felix is down!
Oh, that's the last of him!
Oh, interesting. We didn't go in here before because... Oh, alright. Right off here to the right. I think we still had the... Yeah, exactly. We had the... I think we still had the disguise. The first time through. We didn't want to waste the movement. Oh wow, this was completely empty the first time. No people in here. Of course, if they'd righted, then I guess that would make... Oh, there's Chairman Rockwell right there. Okay, so there's one difference. Alright, so I guess maybe my theory is going to be correct. We're going to deal with... Of course, we're not really dealing with Sophia, right? We're dealing with Phineas. Oh, that's right. We get the iconoclasts here.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight.
You're really doing this, huh?
All right, boss. I'm ready. Let's do this.
Oh, maybe Felix can get the drop kick. Get the drop. Well, you'd have to do it against Phineas.
I don't understand. I pulled you out of the Hope. I brought you out of stasis. I gave you the opportunity to help me save every settler on the Hope. We could have saved this colony, you know. That was always the plan. I revive you, you do as I say. I tell you to go there, get me this, shoot that, and you do as I say. If you'd just listened to me, we could have rescued everyone on the Hope. We could have been the saviors of Halcyon. But you didn't listen. No one in this damn colony ever listens.
What are you doing?
Fighting back. I've released every prisoner in Tartarus. We'll take this prison over or die in the attempt. We will not.
Oh, Akande's in the chair now. All right.
I know the board's recruited you. What with your talent for subterfuge and your penchant for slipping around through the shadows. I don't care how many guns you've brought. If you try and stop me, by law, I'll bloody your damn nose. I haven't lost yet. I've still got air in my lungs, I've got strength enough to fire a gun, and I've got Halcyon's greatest monster strapped to a chair. Adjutant Akande is my captive. If I'm to die here, then she's coming with me.
Well, we tried to talk about it before with Rockwell in this same situation. Didn't really do anything. Killing her won't change anything.
No, it won't change anything. We're plunging headlong into oblivion now, you and I. Killing Akande won't save us, but it will feel incredibly good. If you insist on interfering, I will be forced to kill you, and I don't want that.
Can't let you kill her.
So am I. I've programmed the Labyrinth's mechanical warden to kill you on sight. I'm sorry to have to do this, but I can't take any chances with you. You were my greatest success, and my greatest disappointment.
Click. Alright, there's a ram again. We should be able to make the same choice. Hack the terminal to have it marked as an, what was it, an intruder?
I wish I could do that. Dang, that's impressive.
Oh, hacking skill too low. Oh my goodness. Let's see, who did we have? We had Vicar Max. All right, so we're gonna have to fight it.
Halt. Searching.
Alright, here we go!
Here I go!
My time to shine!
Ah! That didn't work!
Ha!
Hey, Blaze, what's going on?
We got a host. Welcome, everyone.
Thank you for the host. Thank you very much. Welcome. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. He's got more. Holy crap. Kind of surprised he was able to get around that corner. Damn it, I hate that. Getting ready to unload on somebody. Be about time for more ads. Oh, no! God, I'm probably gonna have to do the whole thing over again. Shit.
Left hands, Cap.
Let's see. I don't think there's gonna be anything to be able to do to raise it. Not that high. Let's see.
I'll fix you right up!
Here I come!
Timing on the damn reloads. If I start running, I gotta do it all over again. I mean, it wouldn't be so bad if it was just RAM. I didn't have to deal with the damn ads. But no, they just can't do that. It's like I keep saying, you can never have a one-on-one boss fight. You know, I wonder if I don't kill that last drone, if that will prevent any other ads from coming out. Nope. Because here they come. thought I saw some. Extra red markers for the bad guys. No, don't destroy, no, don't destroy that guy. Do it. See, I can do the inhaler while I'm moving. Why can't I? Why can't I reload my weapon while I'm doing it? Since we are just doing this Christmas for essentially for story reasons, we've already beat the game. For those of you that are just coming out, we just reloaded a previous save. So that we can. Damn it, so damn fast! Hey, money, Christmas! This is ridiculous. I'm dropping the difficulty down. This is bullshit. Yeah, and it's 9 o'clock too. We'll go for about another 10 minutes if we don't have it. If we don't have it by then. Let's see. Story. Yeah, I mean, it's nuts, especially,
Great work.
You know, your companions. I don't know how the hell they're supposed to survive.
I'll fix you right up.
High time to shine.
On it. Not working. Ah! That's the last of them.
And you know, I don't know, it might be something to look up over the weekend, is how many potential different endings there are. I mean, we will have only seen 2 of them.
I'm the best there ever was!
Hey, after that, Dropkick King.
Thank the law you're here. That madman was out of control. You were right to put him down. He was too far gone to be of any use to us. And what about you? You aren't hurt, I hope.
I'm fine. Don't worry about. I'm worried
I'm not
about
hurt.
you.
Well, except for my pride. I can't believe that lunatic got the better of me. You've put down the worst riot in our history, rid the colony of a dangerous madman, and saved my life. The board owes you a tremendous debt. We don't have a moment to lose. We're gonna have to work together to save Halcyon.
Yeah, this is the whole thing with Earth.
Far worse than you imagined.
Haven't heard from Earth in 3 years.
We've lost all contact with Earth. It's been 3 years since we've received a message. We've had no contact, no signals, nothing. Earth has gone dark. 2 years ago, the Earth Directorate's frigate disappeared en route to Earth. We don't know if they ever made it. We don't know if there's an Earth to go back to.
Earth's gone dark, and you've been covering it up for 3 years? The colony deserves to know the truth.
The colony deserves peace of mind, Mr. Millstone. Right now, it's our job to protect Halcyon from the truth.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
You sound frightened, Miss Holcomb. You should be. Fear sharpens the mind. We're alone, Captain. That's all I know for certain. Whatever happens to this colony, we're going to have to deal with it on our own. Returning to Earth is not an option. I'll answer however I can.
Yep. Same questions that we had for Phineas. With I guess we got the good ending the first time.
Yes, we do have a long road ahead of us. But I have faith in you. The service you've done for this colony is nothing short of extraordinary. You're the reason I'm still standing here today. The board will survive because of you. And as the board goes, so goes Halcyon. It's time we carried out the program. I trust I can count on your support, Captain.
Ooh. Oh.
I support your decision wholeheartedly. You've proven yourself the most capable leader in the colony. Now more than ever before, Halcyon needs strong leadership and a steady guiding hand. I look forward to serving as your adjutant. We're on our own now. Earth isn't coming to save us, so we're going to have to save ourselves.
Guess this is where we get the long ending stuff, yeah.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the
This is going to take about,
arrived in Halcyon was an
about 10
unplanned
minutes to go
variable.
through?
From the moment she landed in Emerald Vale, her actions altered the course of history. The riots in Tartarus ended in a total victory for the board. Without any significant threats to challenge their power, the board asserted their control over the colony. The lifetime employment program began immediately, and the people of Halcyon did exactly what they were expected to do. They obeyed. Sophia Akande converted the labyrinth from a prison to a processing center. She jettisoned the original colonists out of the Hope and transformed the ship into a massive storage facility. One by one, the workers of Halcyon surrendered themselves to the program. They arrived with their families and their friends, their colleagues and their neighbors, and then, one by one, they marched into their stasis chambers. As the workers of Halcyon slept in their hibernation chambers, their settlements became ghost towns, left behind by the Board to be reclaimed by nature. Only Byzantium remained, a shining beacon of civilization in an otherwise abandoned colony. The people of Byzantium spent the rest of their days gorging themselves on their stockpile of resources. As for the workers of Halcyon, they never felt the effects of the collapse. They never felt anything at all. As the Board began to enact the lifetime employment program, Sanjar and Zora brought another option to the townships of Terra 2. Many workers joined MSI, bolstering Sanjar's ranks and giving Zora more forces to work with. Though none of Sanjar's policies spread to Byzantium, many smaller townships that might otherwise have been shuttered thrived under his and Zora's combined leadership. Bolstered by her status as savior of humanity, Lilia Hagen ushered Sublight Salvage to a new
no
golden
change
age.
for them.
Her company grew bolder and more transparent over time, muddying the line between lawful and criminal for the entire colony. The Sublight family would thrive for years to come. Over the years, the ruins of Edgewater caused irreversible environmental damage to the landscape of Emerald Vale, owing largely to the presence of toxic compounds in the town's building materials. As for Edgewater's former workers, their remains provided a source of nourishment for the region's fauna, leading to an explosion in the sprat population. The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide Medevitt's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were
That
turned
was a
away
choice that was made
and
way
likely
at the beginning of
died
the game.
starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town. It was only a matter of time before the adjutant sent her troops to wipe out Adelaide's town.
Except for that.
Only one deserter escaped the massacre. He was believed to be carrying the last remaining copy of Adelaide's research. The bounty on his head remains unclaimed. While the Groundbreaker remained mechanically stable, the changing times forced Junlei Tennyson to make some difficult calls on behalf of her community. The work of maintaining independence was an uphill climb, and she found herself caving to bad faith compromises with the Board. Time will tell if the Groundbreaker can endure. As smaller settlements were swallowed up and their workers drafted into the lifetime employment program, Byzantium continued to thrive. While its citizens lived in decadence and extravagance, a small cadre of scientists worked to solve the nutrition crisis that threatened Halcyon. No one else much noticed the townships that disappeared from the map, or the luxuries that slowly lost their luster year by year. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts,
the same one,
she was finally able to afford a ship of her own.
Those probably
She
won't
hired a
change.
small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. As the Board reasserted control over Halcyon, Felix came to realize that his life as an upstart rebel had come to an end. The Board's victory crushed any hope
his
for a
changed,
grand revolution across
because we sided with the
Halcyon.
Board this time.
And so Felix, once again, found himself without a purpose in life. And so, disillusioned with his former boss and with nowhere left to go, Felix left his crew without saying goodbye. He was never heard from again. As a reward for his part in her courageous rescue, the adjutant invited the vicar known as Max to become one of the leaders of the Order of Scientific Inquiry. But Max had no interest in serving any organization, let alone the OSI. which he knew would never tolerate his heretical theories. Instead, he attempted to minister to the people of Byzantium. They rejected his ideas, being far too satisfied with their own material comforts. Disillusioned, Max gave up and left the city. He was never heard from again. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. As the board began to roll out their lifetime employment program, Parvati was increasingly plagued by dreams of freezing to death, and rarely left their shared quarters. Stymied by dwindling resources, Junlei struggled to keep the Groundbreaker afloat. Their relationship couldn't survive the strain. Parvati moved into crew quarters and found work servicing water pumps in hydroponics. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Though Minister Clark was eventually released from house arrest, long years of isolation left him a changed man, little suited for bureaucratic work or for the colony that was changing around him. He remained in his estate largely by choice, fading from public view. Adjutant Sophia Akande was instrumental in executing the lifetime employment program. Following the death of Chairman Rockwell, Sophia Akande served as the loyal adjutant to her former freelancer, now the most powerful person in Halcyon. With Halcyon's workers suspended in a state of hibernation, starvation and chaos are problems of the past. The lifetime employment program succeeded in its goals, but that success came at a price. The Halcyon of today is nothing at all like the colony of yesteryear. Power remains concentrated in Byzantium, but all the colony's resources serve the lifestyle of the elite, thereby transforming Halcyon into one of the smallest and most exclusive colonies in the system. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? You brought an end to the chaos on Tartarus, and proved yourself the most capable leader left in the colony. With Sophia Akande as your adjutant, you returned in triumph to Byzantium. All of Halcyon was yours. In time, you demonstrated a talent for leadership that far surpassed your predecessor, Chairman Rockwell.
We make better
With
videos.
your steady hand, you guided Halcyon through the turbulent years to follow, and helped ensure the colony's survival. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
That's essentially it. Now we're going to get the credits. Yep. Okay, that's it. We finished up the main playthrough. We got the good ending. And then we went back and loaded a previous save and went back through it again with the adjutant not dying and actually taking their side through the rest of the story. And I don't know which one they consider canon, if you want to call it that, but probably we got the good ending the first time through, which is the one, you know, obviously that's the one that we worked on the entire time. What had happened, for those of you that are just now getting here, or the last little bit, when Akande wanted us to eliminate the Edgewater colony, if you will, we said F you, and she pulled out her gun and started shooting at us, as did her guards, and we killed all of them. So that's what led us down the path that we did, which we were planning to do all along, right? Which was support Phineas and trying to revive everybody, which we did. We did all of that, and we got the good ending, and then we reloaded the previous save to where we killed Akande, and that's what we just finished going through. We skipped a lot of exploring and a lot of the conversation and opening things for lore and stuff like that, just to see what the differences were, and there were obviously differences. So it was good to see that. Like I said before, I'll have to look and see how many different endings there actually are. So anyway, all right, so that is it for the night. We went over about 15 minutes, maybe 20. Okay, so for the weekend, there will be no streams this weekend. Tonight will be the last stream until Monday. I'm going to be out of town starting tomorrow after work. I'm going down to my parents tomorrow, and we're going to be going down to Orlando. One of my sisters, her niece, or her daughter, my niece, is graduating from college on Saturday, and we are going down to Orlando for that, if they don't cancel it because of the coronavirus or whatever. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So I will miss you guys over this weekend, and please make sure that you catch Misbehave this weekend. Oh God, I hope I get that right. There you go. Uh-oh. The old API error. Whoopsie. Oh, that's because I spelled it wrong. How could I spell it wrong? There, let's try that. Okay, there we go. Yes, so please make sure, if you're not already following Misbehave, please make sure you do that. She is awesome. She's one of the nicest people on Twitch. Very supportive of just about everybody. I don't know how she does it, but she does. So yes, that's going to be it for the night. Let me see, before we get out of here, it is Wednesday, so we typically don't have... I know, right? It's amazing how things
Is this
work
show for my benefit? Because I'm benefiting.
when you do everything right. Let's see. Go to Twitch. Oh, Anchor is back. She was at a conference or something, I think. And then she got sick. So let's give her. Let's see. Let's hop over there real quick so I can get her ID. She's playing Monster Hunter World. So let's do that. We'll get that going. So yes, Misbehave put the Discord link. I think she put the YouTube link in there as well. Yep, Anchor is back, indeed. Super, super nice lady. Yes, if you're not a sub, take the output of the first command that she did and paste that into her chat. It would be awesome if you guys could join us. If you are a sub, take the output of the second. So anyway, that is it for me for this week. I will see you guys on Monday night. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you then. Here is Anchor. See you guys later.